Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Mahāraja's message is your advantage. The following is a Sri Kṛṣṇa Caitanya book compilation given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Mahārāja on July 17th, 2022 in Sri Mayapur, India.
Vangam Langayate Girim Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Shri Caitanya Mishwaram Hari Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today we will continue with the compilation of the Sri Kṛṣṇa Caitanya book. Today's chapter is entitled Phalaśruti, the result of hearing about the appearance of Sri Caitanya Mahāprabhu, under the section The Chastisement of Junior Haridas. Caitanya Chandrodaya Nataka 9.38. The next day, Nrsimhananda arose at dawn, bathed, and being very pure and clean as per his wish, cooked Lord Chaitanya's favorite foods sufficiently. When the cooking was completed, at the same time he divided it in three parts for his deities of Lord Caitanya, Lord Jagannath and Lord Nrsimha. After he had offered the food to the three deities, he left the deity room. He then closed his eyes in meditation and saw Lord Caitanya eat all three offerings. At that moment, Nrsimhananda became greatly blissful and tears flowed from his eyes. Haribo! Filled with the anger of love, he loudly said in objection to the Lord, "Well done! Oh, well done! You are the one with Jagannath, so you may eat his offerings. But why do you eat the food I offered to Lord Nrsimha? I have made my Nrsimha to fast today." Then he began to cry loudly. Shivananda approached him and said, "My master, why do you cry out?" The woman replies, Then. And
the Singananda Brahmachari, he could bring the Lord through his meditation.
So Nrsimhananda Brahmachari, he could bring the Lord through his meditation.
He saw Lord Chaitanya ate all the offerings.
He saw Lord Chaitanya ate all the offerings.
Then he said, "Why did you eat my Nrsimha offering?"
And he said, "Why did you eat my Nrsimha offering?"
This is how Nrsimhananda had a very intimate, loving relationship with Lord Chaitanya and Lord Jagannath.
So this is how Nrsimhananda had a loving, intimate relationship with Lord Chaitanya, Lord Jagannath and Lord Nrsimhadev. Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antyalila 2.59.
প্রদ্যুম্নের রন্ধন এবং প্রভু জগন্নাথ ও শ্রেষ্ঠদেব নৃসিংহ প্রত্যেকের জন্য তিনটি পৃথক নৈবেদ্য ভোগসজ্জা। প্রাতকাল হইতে পাক করিলা অপার, নানা ব্যঞ্জন পিঠা ক্ষীর নানা উপহার।
Beginning early in the morning, Nrsimhananda Brahmachari cooked many varieties of food, including vegetables, cakes, sweet rice, and other preparations.
Nrsimhananda Brahmachari, who was given that name by Lord Chaitanya,
So Nrsimhananda Brahmachari, who was given that name by Lord Caitanya,
originally had the name Pradyumna Brahmachari,
originally had the name Pradyumna Brahmachari.
but then Lord Chaitanya gave him the name Nrsingananda Brahmachari.
But then Lord Caitanya gave him the name Nrsingananda Brahmachari.
So he cooked for these three deities.
So he cooked for his three deities. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 2.60.
জগন্নাথের ভিন্ন ভোগ পৃথক বারিল চৈতন্য প্রভুর লাগি আর ভোগ কইল।
After he finished cooking, he brought separate dishes for for Jagannath and Sri Chaitanya Mahāprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 2.61.
দেব নৃসিংহ লাগি পৃথক বারিল তিনজনের সমর্পিয়া বাহিরে ধ্যান কইল।
He also separately offered dishes to Nrsingadev, his worshipable deity. Thus he divided all the food into three offerings. Then outside the temple, he began to meditate upon the Lord. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 2.62.
ব্রহ্মচারী ধ্যানে আবির্ভূত প্রভুর নৈবেদ্যতরয় ভক্ষণ দেখে শীঘ্র আসি বসিলা চৈতন্য গোসাই তিন ভোগ খাইলা কিছু অবশিষ্ট নাই।
In his meditation, he saw Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu quickly come, sit down, and eat all three offerings, leaving behind no remnants.
Srila Brahmachari was meditation. He saw Lord Chaitanya eating all the three offerings.
So, Nrsingananda Brahmachari, through his meditation, he saw Lord Chaitanya eating the three offerings. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 2.63.
তদ্দর্শনে পদ্মন্যের অন্তরে আনন্দ বাহ্যে দুঃখ আবাস আনন্দে বিহল প্রদুন্ন পরে অশ্রুধার হা হা কিবা কর বলি করে ফুৎকার।
Pradyumna Brahmachari was overwhelmed by transcendental ecstasy upon seeing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu eating everything. Thus, tears flowed from his eyes. Nevertheless, he expressed dismay, saying, Alas, alas, my dear Lord, what are you doing? You are eating everyone's food. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 2.64.
প্রভুর প্রতি পদ্মন্যের অনুযোগ স্বীয় ইষ্টদেব নৃসিংহের নিষ্ঠা জগন্নাথে তোমায় ঐক্য খাও তার ভোগ নৃসিংহের ভোগ কেনে করো উপযোগ।
My dear Lord, you are one with Jagannath. Therefore, I have no objection to your eating his offering. But why are you touching the offering for Lord Nrsingadev?
So, Nrsingananda Brahmachari, he was seeing the Lord.
So, Nrsingananda Brahmachari, he was seeing the Lord.
He expressed these things
So, he was expressing these things
according to his realization.
according to his realization.
Others are wondering why is he talking and crying.
So, others might wondering why he is talking and crying. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 2.65.
নৃসিংহের হইল জানি আজি উপবাস ঠাকুর উপবাসী রহে জিয়ে কইছে দাস।
I think that Nrsingadev could not eat anything today, and therefore he is fasting. If the master fasts, how can the servant leave? Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 2.66.
ভোজন দেখি যদ্যপি তার হৃদয়ে উল্লাস, নৃসিংহ লক্ষ্য করি বাজছে কিছু করে দুঃখ আবাস।
Although Nrsimha Brahmachari felt jubilation within his heart to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu eating everything for the sake of Lord Nrsimhadev, he externally expressed disappointment.
So, Nrsimhananda Brahmachari was feeling ecstasy that
So Nrsimhananda Brahmachari was feeling ecstasy that
Lord ate all the offerings,
the Lord ate all the offerings.
but he objected externally
But he objected externally
that nothing was left for Lord Nrsimhadev.
that nothing was left for Lord Nrsimhadev.
So Lord Nrsimhananda Brahmachari is
So Nrsimhananda Brahmachari is
trying to understand how the Lord giving him mercy.
trying to understand how the Lord is giving him his mercy. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 2.67.
ভোগ ত্রয় অন্ন ভোজন লীলার দ্বারা প্রভুর পদ্মুন্নকে সর্বত্র বিষ্ণু তত্ত্বসহ স্বীয় অভেদ বা ঐক্য প্রদর্শন। স্বয়ং ভগবান কৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য গোসাই জগন্নাথ নৃসিংহ সহ কিছু ভেদ নাই।
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself. Therefore, there is no difference between Him, Lord Jagannath, and Lord Nrsimhadev.
So Nrsimhananda Brahmachari was thinking that
So Nrsimhananda Brahmachari was thinking that
Nrsimhadev was different.
Nrsimhadev was different.
But actually all the Vishnu Tattvas are expansions of Sri Krishna Chaitanya.
But actually, all the Vishnu Tattvas are the expansions of Sri Krishna Chaitanya.
Therefore, if he takes Nrsimhadev's offering,
Therefore, if he takes Nrsimhadev's offering,
there's no difference for Nrsimhadev.
so there is no difference for Lord Nrsimhadev.
He also gets the benefit.
He also gets the benefit. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 2.68.
ইহা জানিবারে পদ্মুন্নের গৃহ হল মন, তাহা দেখাইলা প্রভু করিয়া ভোজন।
Pradyumna Brahmachari was deeply eager to understand this fact. Therefore, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealed it to him by a practical demonstration. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 2.69.
ভোজনান্তে প্রভুর পানিহাটিস্থ রাঘব ভবনে নিত্য অবস্থা নিমিত্ত গমন। ভোজন করিয়া প্রভু গেলা পানিহাটি, সন্তোষ পাইলা দেখি ব্যঞ্জন পরিপাটি।
After eating all the offerings, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started for Panihati. There, he was greatly satisfied to see the different varieties of vegetables prepared in the house of Raghav.
Lord Chaitanya resides eternally in 4 places.
So Lord Chaitanya resides eternally in 4 places.
One of those places is Raghava Pandit's house in Panihati.
And one of those places is Raghava Pandit's house in Panihati.
Haribol!
Haribol! Sri Caitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 2.17.
শিবানন্দ কর্তৃক ব্রহ্মচারী দুঃখিত ভাবের কারণ জিজ্ঞাসা ও ব্রহ্মচারীর সর্ববৃত্তান্ত বর্ণন। শিবানন্দ কহে কেনে করহ ফুৎকার, ব্রহ্মচারী কহে দেখো তোমার প্রভুর ব্যবহার।
Sivananda said to Nrsingananda, "Why are you expressing dismay?" Nrsingananda replied, "Just see the behavior of your Lord, Sri Caitanya Mahāprabhu." Caitanya Chandrodaya Nataka 9.40. Man says, Nrsingananda then replied, "Your Caitanya Goswami ate all three offerings and left Lord Nrsingadev to fast." Women then said, Then,
wow.
then, wow. Sri Caitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 2.71.
তিনজনার ভক্তে হো একলা খাইলা, জগন্নাথ নৃসিংহ উপবাসী হইলা।
He alone has eaten the offerings for all three deities. Because of this, both Jagannath and Nrsingadev remained fasting. Sri Caitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 2.72.
শিবানন্দের সন্দেহ। শুনি শিবানন্দের চিত্তে হইল সংশয়, কিবা প্রেমাবেশে কহে কিবা সত্য হয়।
When Shivananda heard this statement, he was unsure whether Nrsingananda Brahmachari was speaking that way because of ecstatic love or because it was actually a fact.
Since these things are experienced by Sringananda Brahmachari,
So since these things were experienced by Nrsingananda Brahmachari
and not by Shivananda Sena,
and not by Shivananda Sena,
and Shivananda Sena wondered
then Shivananda Sena wondered
or doubted
or doubted
whether Sringananda is just speaking out of ecstatic love,
whether Nrsingananda is just speaking out of ecstatic love,
or these things
or these things
are actually happening.
have actually happened.
Of course, the truth will be revealed.
Of course, the truth will be revealed.
Chaitanya Chandrodaya 9:22.
Chaitanya Chandrodaya Natak 9:42. The man said, Then Shivananda said to him, "Please arrange another bhoga offering for Lord Nrsimha." When Nrsingananda did that and became happy, then a doubt rose in the mind of Shivananda. Is this Nrsingananda speaking the way because of ecstatic love, or it is actually a fact? In another year, Shivananda went to Purushottam Kshetra, went near Lord Chaitanya. When discussing about the topic of greatness of Nrsingananda, incidentally, Lord Chaitanya praised him and specifically mentioned his excellent cooking. Those present doubted that. Then the Lord said, "I had gone last year in the month of Pausha, December, and accepting his meal, and there I came to know that how expert he was in the art of cooking." When everyone heard this, they again doubted, but Shivananda became doubtless. In this way, I have described the three ways the Lord shows His mercy.
So, Lord Chaitanya
Lord Chaitanya
appears by his personal appearance. He goes in the heart of a pure devotee.
He goes in the heart of a pure devotee as Avesh,
and he is present in some place
and he is present in some place
as Avirbhav.
as his Avirbhav.
So this presence of Lord Chaitanya to accept the offering of Nishingananda Brahmachari.
So, this presence of Lord Chaitanya to accept the offerings of Nishingananda Brahmachari
And then to reside permanently in Raghav Pandit's house in Paniati.
then went to reside permanently in Raghav Pandit's house in Panihati
Are examples of his avirbhav.
are examples of his Avirbhav.
So we could be so fortunate to have Lord Chaitanya visit Mathura Desh.
So it will be so fortunate to have Lord Chaitanya visit Mathura Desh. Haribol! Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 2.73.
শিবানন্দকে শ্রী নৃসিংহ ভোগ উদ্যোগার্থ আদেশ। তবে শিবানন্দে কিছু কহে ব্রহ্মচারী, সামগ্রী আনো নৃসিংহ লাগি পুনপাক করি।
When Shivananda Sen was thus perplexed, Nishingananda Brahmachari said to him, "Bring more food. Let me cook again for Lord Nrisinghadev." Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 2.74.
নৃসিংহকে পুনঃ ভোগ সমর্পণ। তবে শিবানন্দ ভোগ সামগ্রী আনিলা, পাক করি নৃসিংহের ভোগ লাগাইলা।
Then Shivananda Sen again brought the ingredients with which to cook, and Pradyumna Brahmachari again cooked and offered the food to Nrisinghadev.
This particular chapter, the Chaitanya Chandrodaya Natak
So in this particular chapter, the Chaitanya Chandrodaya Nataka
and the Chaitanya Charitamrita
and the Chaitanya Charitamrita
have said something.
have said something.
So you're combining the two, and the two will be combined
So,
in the final text.
so these two will be combined in the final text.
But 10 different literatures, sometimes
In 10
all
different
10 are speaking about sometimes time, sometimes 1, 2, 3 events.
in 10 different literature sometimes speaks about 1, 2, 3 different things. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 2.75.
পরবর্তী বর্ষায় গৌরীয় ভক্তগণের পুরী গমন। বর্ষান্তরে শিবানন্দ লইয়া ভক্তগণ, নীলাচলে দেখে যাইয়া প্রভুর চরণ।
Here Shivananda went to Jagannath Puri with all the other devotees to see the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahāprabhu.
1 year, I didn't go down Puri
So 1 year they didn't go to Jagannath Puri
on Lord Chaitanya's request.
on Lord Chaitanya's request.
The next year, so this way, he revealed his avirbhav aspect.
So next year in this way,
This year,
in this year, he revealed his Avirbhav aspect
in the month of Paush,
in the month of Paush,
December, January.
December, January.
The next year, before the rainy season,
The next year, before the rainy season,
the devotees went to Jagannath Puri to see the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya.
the Gaudiya devotees went to Jagannath Puri to see the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 2.76.
একদিন প্রভু কর্তৃক নিঃসঙ্গানন্দের পূর্ব উক্ত ভোজন বৃত্তান্ত দিন সভাতে প্রভু বাত চালাইলা, নৃসিংহানন্দের গুণ কহিতে লাগিলা।
One day, in the presence of all the devotees, the Lord raised these topics concerning Nrsingananda Brahmachari and praised his transcendental qualities. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 2.77
গত বর্ষ পৌষ মরে করাইলা ভোজন প্রভু নাহি খাই ওইছে মিষ্টান্ন ব্যঞ্জন
The Lord said, last year, in the month of Pausha, when Nrsingananda gave me varieties of sweetmeats and vegetables to eat, they were so good that I felt I had never before eaten such. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita 2.78
প্রভু বাক্যে শিবানন্দের পূর্ব সন্দেহ ভঞ্জন শুনি সভ্যগণ মনে আশ্চর্য মানিল শিবানন্দের মনে তবে প্রত্যয় জন্মিল
Hearing this, all the devotees were struck with wonder, and Shivananda became confident that the incident was true.
Because Lord Chaitanya referred to this incident
So, because Lord Chaitanya referred to this incident himself,
Shivananda was confident it was true.
Shivananda was confident that it was true. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 2.79
স্থান চতুষ্ঠয়ে প্রভুর নিত্য আবির্ভাব এই মতো শচীগৃহে সতত ভোজন শ্রীবাসের গৃহে করেন কীর্তন দর্শন
In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahāprabhu used to eat at the temple of Sachimata every day and also visit the house of Srivas Thakur when Kirtan was performed.
Lord Chaitanya would visit Satyamata, take her prasad every day.
So Lord Chaitanya would visit Sachimata and take her prasad every day.
And he would be present at the house of Srivas
And he would be present at the house of Srivas
whenever he performed kirtan.
whenever he performed Kirtan.
So these are his avirbhav.
So these are his Avirbhav,
He's present
his presence.
at these times,
He is present at this time at these places. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 2.80
তানন্দের নৃত্য দেখেন আসিবারে বারে নিরন্তর আবির্ভাব রাঘবের ঘরে
Similarly, he was always present when Nityananda Prabhu danced, and he regularly appeared at the house of Raghava.
However, when the Nanda Prabhu would dance,
So wherever Nityananda Prabhu would dance, whenever Nityananda Prabhu would dance,
it was so special
it was so special
that Lord Chaitanya would appear there.
that Lord Chaitanya would appear there. Haribo! Jai Nitai!
How would you like to be there present?
How would you like to be there present? How many of you would like to be there present? Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 2.81
ভক্ত প্রেমবশ গৌর সুন্দর প্রেমবশ গৌর প্রভু যাহা প্রেমোত্তম প্রেম বশ হইয়া তাহা দেন দর্শন
Lord Gaurasundar is greatly influenced by the love of his devotees. Therefore, wherever there is pure devotion to the Lord himself, subdued by such love, appears and his devotees see him.
So Prabhupada, he said,
Srila Prabhupada, he said,
the Tagore were present at the Rath Yatra and Kṛṣṇa.
Nitai Gaur were present at the Rath Yatra in San Francisco.
He was seeing them.
He was seeing them.
He asked others whether they saw. He asked others if they had seen.
He asked others whether they have seen. Hari Bol! Srila Prabhupada ki jai! Shri Caitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 2.82.
শিবানন্দের অনর্বচনীয় গৌর প্রেম। শিবানন্দের প্রেম সীমা কে কহিতে পারে, যার প্রেমে বশ প্রভু আইসে বারে বারে।
Influenced by the loving affairs of Sivananda Sen, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came again and again. Therefore, who can estimate the limits of his love?
Shivananda Sena had so much love
So
for Lord Chaitanya
Shivananda Sen had so much love for Lord Chaitanya
that Lord Chaitanya would appear in Avirbhav form
that Lord Chaitanya would appear in his Avirbhav form
again and again
because of the
great love of Shivananda Sena.
Because of the great love of Sivananda Sena. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Antya Leela 2.83.
গৌর আবির্ভাব শ্রবণে কৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য মহিমা অবগতি। এই তো কহিল গৌরের আবির্ভাব, ইয়া যেই শুনে জানে চৈতন্য প্রভা।
Thus I have described the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Anyone who hears about these incidents can understand the transcendental opulence of the Lord.
So hearing these
pastimes
gives a special blessing
gives a special blessing to the devotees.
We can understand how Lord Chaitanya has unlimited opulence.
They can understand how Lord Chaitanya have unlimited opulence.
How by pure love he could appear.
And how by pure love he could appear
at any place
he wanted.
Actually, Srila was saying sometimes there were times in the temple when they were chanting in New York.
Actually, Srila Prabhupada was saying sometimes in the times where they were chanting in the temple in New York,
and the Lord Chaitanya, Lord or Narayana would appear there and be very to watch how the
Lord Chaitanya, Narad Muni would appear there to watch
how the Yavanas were chanting.
How the Yavanas were chanting. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Maharaj ki jai. Thus ends the chapter entitled Phalaśruti, the result of hearing about the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu under the section The Chastisement of Junior Haridas.
Thank you for watching our videos. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.